So today we're going to talk about how to wow at a first interview. In my opinion, people take interview preparation a bit too seriously. They walk into the interview knowing every fact and stat about the company. Then when they're asked that tough question, they go to pieces because they haven't researched themselves. So it's really, really important that you not only research the company, but you also research yourself. So here's a few quick tips on how to do this. Firstly, when you research the company, you need to know 5 things about these 4 areas. Number 1, what is the company, i.e. what do they do? Number 2, what is your role within the company? Number 3, what are the products and services that they offer? And number 4, what's the marketplace, i.e. what are the competition, etc. All you need is 5 strong facts about each of those, and that's all the company preparation that you need to do. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper researching a company, of course, go onto the About Us page on their website, go into the Why Work For Us page. Quite important these days to look at values and mission statements and things like that. Some other good tips to do, go onto companieshouse.gov, download their company accounts. I'm not looking for you to sort of understand their company accounts, but quite often there's a strategic report, the first 4 or 5 pages of those accounts, and there's some really good meaty stuff that you get in there. If you also want to go a little bit deeper, if you type into Google links : and then www. whatever their website is, that will show you the companies that are linking to them, so you can see their suppliers, you can see their partners. That can also help. And lastly, in terms of research, go on to type the name of the company into Google and then look at news, and you can see what they've been going on, what's been going on around the business in recent months. Also worth looking at their corporate social responsibility pages these days, and whether they've done anything for charity, so that you can bring that up at interview as well. So that's all you need to do to research a company efficiently for a first interview. Now, moving on to the most important bit. This is about researching yourself. Now, you are going to be asked the same questions in a roundabout way at every interview that you attend. Number 1, why are you looking to leave your existing employer? Number 2, why do you want to work for our company? Number 3, why do you want to work in this particular role? Number 4, what are your strengths? Number 5, what are your weaknesses? And number 6, why should I offer you the job? So I'm going to go through those very, very briefly as to how to answer them. So, why do you want to work for this company? You've done the company research, you can answer that already. Why are you interested in this role? You've probably been given the job specification by either the company or the recruiter, so you're in the perfect position to sort of write down 5 facts as to why the role interests you. This is the most important one of all. What are your strengths? There is a very, very sad but a really, really efficient exercise to do to prepare for this. Salespeople are brilliant at selling stuff, but they are terrible at selling themselves. So this exercise is really going to help you to do that. So how do you sell the pen? We've all had the question in a sales interview. You talk about the features and benefits and examples of this pen. It's black. The ink has been proven to last for X amount of time. The pen can write for so many kilometres. Features, examples, benefits. You need to do the same with yourself. So get a sheet of A4 paper. Write on the top, feature, example, benefit. Now write down as many things as you can which you would consider to be your strengths. At this point, it may be worth asking somebody that knows you really well, your mum, a friend, your partner, to help them to add some things onto that as well. You might even get a little bit of an ego boost with their answers. So we've then got feature, example, benefit. So think of an example, normally in a work environment, but it can be in your personal life as well, as where you've demonstrated that feature. And then finally, the benefit. So if I give you an example, hardworking. Everyone in an interview says they're hardworking, but what's the differentiator? I'm hardworking because after a hard day in the sales office, I needed to ensure that an order was going out to my customer. Fred said, all the guys in dispatch are off sick, so I got myself into some overalls, and I went down and I helped Fred load the lorry up. It went out that evening, was delivered to my customer the following morning. My customer was delighted that we delivered on time, and they gave me a repeat order. So feature, example, benefit, and of course you've got the extra sale on the back of it as well. So think of that all the way through your strengths, and you'll be able to answer 75% of all common interview questions just by doing that. And what happens? Because you know you can answer every interview question, you're confident. Because you're confident, you relax. Because you relax, your personality comes out. And first interviews are all about personality and whether you will fit in with their company culture. One of the things that I didn't mention before was why you're looking to leave this role. I'm looking for a new challenge. What does that really mean? So really think of why you're looking to move on and be able to articulate that really, really clearly without putting your existing company or role down. What are your weaknesses? We'll have a separate video on that, but basically what you've got to do is to look at yourself, think of a weakness that you have got and turn that into a strength. So give an example, I'm not as organised as I would like to be. So what I do every day is write a to-do list of all the things that I need to do, prioritise the most important ones and tick them off as I go along. Very basic, but it gives me a bit of structure. So what are your weaknesses? I'm not as organised as I'd like to be. So I have lots and lots of to-do lists, I work through them. And that helps me to be organised. The result of that is I've turned that weakness into a strength at the interview. So I hope these very few basic tips have helped to prepare. Now going into the interview itself, we have a separate video on how to control your nerves, how to make a brilliant first impression. So do watch those as well. But some real basics of when you go into the interview.